Secret reality of what your cat does when you leave. It's not sleep.
Your cat is lying to you every single day. You close that front door, turn the key, and think they just curl up on the sofa for an 8-hour nap. Wrong. Totally wrong. Actually, it's much weirder than that. While you're out there grinding at work or buying groceries, your living room transforms into a completely different world. We've all seen those grainy hidden camera clips, but those only scratch the surface of the psychological shift that happens the moment you vanish. It's not about sleep, it's about territory. It's about a silent, ancient ritual that resets their entire reality. I know what you're thinking. My cat is lazy. He just waits for the food bowl. But wait until you hear about the threshold check. There's a specific thing almost every cat does within 90 seconds of you leaving that will change how you look at them forever.
The door clicks shut. Silence hits. For you, the day is starting, but for your cat, the mission begins. Most people assume cats have no concept of time, but they are masters of the clock. They don't just hear you leave, they feel the vibration of your car pulling away. And then it happens, the threshold check. They don't go to sleep, they go to the exact spot where your scent is strongest, and they wait. But it's not a miss you wait, it's a tactical assessment. They are checking to see if the giant clumsy protector is truly gone. If you could see their pupils in that moment, you'd realize they aren't your little fluffballs anymore. They are apex predators reclaimed by the wild. We'll get to the literal patrol routes they map out across your kitchen counters in a second, and trust me, it's actually pretty gross.
You think your kitchen counters are clean? Think again. The moment you are out of sight, the floor is lava rule completely disappears. This is where the energy spikes. Your cat isn't just jumping up there for fun. They are claiming the high ground. In the wild, height equals survival. In your apartment, the top of the fridge is the ultimate sniper tower. They spend a massive chunk of their day literally walking all over your preparation surfaces because to them, those aren't counters. They are the borders of their kingdom. Have you ever noticed your toaster moved an inch or a spoon is on the floor? That wasn't an accident. That was a territorial marking. They rub their cheeks on every corner you think is off limits. They are rewriting the rules of the house while you're stuck in traffic, laughing at your human sense of hygiene.
But here is where it gets really intense. Without your loud voice, the TV, or the hum of your laptop, your cat's world expands by 1,000%. Their ears, those little satellite dishes, start picking up sounds you literally cannot conceive of. The mice in the walls, they hear the heartbeat. The neighbor 3 doors down closing a cupboard, they've logged it. This is why cats often look spaced out when you come home. They aren't sleepy. They are suffering from a sensory hangover. They've been processing a tidal wave of data for hours. Imagine being in a room where every single sound is amplified like a rock concert. That is their reality the second you leave. They aren't bored, they are overstimulated. They are living a high-stakes thriller movie in the middle of your quiet living room, and you're just the noisy, distracting sidekick.
Let's talk about the window vigil. You've seen them sitting there, staring out at nothing. You think they're watching birds? Sometimes. But mostly, they are monitoring the perimeter. This is where the energy shifts from high-octane movement to frozen, deadly focus. They are tracking every person, every dog, and every leaf that moves on your street. To a cat, that window isn't a view, it's a security monitor. They are calculating the threats to their territory. If a stray cat walks by, your cat's heart rate doubles. They are fighting a silent war through the glass, and you have no idea. You come home and say, "Oh, were you watching the birdies?" And they just blink at you. But deep down, they've just spent 4 hours defending your couch from a perceived invasion of the local squirrels. It is absolutely exhausting work.
Now, forget everything I just said about them being independent, because here is the twist that will actually break your heart. Despite all the tactical patrolling and the counter-surfing, there is a window of time, usually around hour 4, where their confidence completely shatters. This is the part scientists didn't understand until recently. Cats actually experience a spike in cortisol, the stress hormone, when the silence lasts too long. They start doing something called vocalizing to the void. If you have a camera, you might see them walk into a room and just howl at a wall. They aren't seeing ghosts, they are checking for a response. They are literally calling out to see if the pack still exists. It's a moment of raw, primal vulnerability that they would never show you to your face. They are too proud for that. But the silence actually hurts them. To cope with that stress, they do something truly bizarre. It's called scent bathing. They don't just sleep on your bed because it's soft. They go there because your scent is a literal drug to them. They will find the shirt you wore yesterday, the one you left on the chair, and they will bury their face in it. It's a biological recharge. By surrounding themselves with your smell, they convince their brains that you are still there, just invisible. It's a coping mechanism for the separation anxiety they pretend they don't have. Have you ever noticed your pillows are slightly warm when you get back, or your laundry pile has been shifted? They were huffing your DNA to stay sane. It's a beautiful, creepy, and deeply emotional way of staying connected to you when the world feels far too big and quiet.
But then the energy shifts again. They know your schedule better than you do. About 20 minutes before you usually walk through that door, the security mode shuts down. The counter surfing stops. The howling ends. They actually start grooming themselves frantically. Why? Because they need to look like they've been doing absolutely nothing all day. It's a total facade. They are erasing the evidence of their secret lives. They want you to believe they are the calm, low-maintenance pets you signed up for. If you ever come home early and catch them in the middle of the room looking confused, that's because you broke the script. You caught the actor backstage without their makeup on. They hate that. They want the reunion to happen on their terms, where they look cool, collected, and slightly bored by your presence. It's the ultimate feline gaslighting. So, next time you leave the house, don't just say goodbye. Realize you are leaving a tiny, furry general in charge of a high-tech surveillance operation. They are patrolling, they are defending, and yes, they are probably sitting on your dinner plates. But they are also waiting for the one scent that makes their world feel safe again. Yours. It's a complex, high-energy drama playing out in your absence every single day. If you've ever caught your cat doing something truly unexplainable on a pet cam, you now know why. Their boredom is a myth we tell ourselves to feel better about leaving, but the truth is much more fascinating. If you feel like you've just peeked behind the curtain of the feline underworld, hit that subscribe button. Only the people who truly understand the secret life of cats belong here. Now, go check your counters.